जय। सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रिय भक्तजन, शुभ स्वागतम and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. So as we are about to commence devotion, let us stay quiet. बोले श्री सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रिय भक्तजन, beloved devotees and bhaktas, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. As we have already performed our Bedi Puja, worship and oblations, as we are about to join in a beautiful Katha this evening, I invite you, Karavujai, please stand as we join in our opening Aarti. Om Sajam chavarti samyuktam Vahinayochatamaya Deepagrihan devasya Triharokyati mirapaham Yani tani japapani Janmahirtatani cha Tani tani vanashanti Parakshana prade prade O maya suno meri devi Parvat vasini Tera paran paya Tera paran paya Suno meri devi Parvat vasini Tera paran paya Tera paran paya पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल पान सुपारी ध्वजा नारियल ले तेरे भीत चराया ले तेरे भीत चराया सुनो मोरे देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया सुवा चोर तेरे अंग बिराजे सुवा चोर तेरे अंग बिराजे केसरी तिलक लगाया केसरी तिलक लगाया सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया ओम चामुंडाय विजय नमः ओम श्री महादेव्याय नमः ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे ओ ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे शंकर ध्यान लगाया शंकर ध्यान लगाया सुनो मोरी देवी पर्वत वासिनी तेरा पार न पाया तेरा पार न पाया बुढ़े जगदम्बा माता की जगदम्बे माता की ओम चामुंडाय विजय नमः कलियुग द्वापर त्रेता मादे कलियुग द्वापर त्रेतामदि कलियुग राज सभाया कलियुग राज सभाया मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुरि देवा हाथ जुर तेरे द्वारे परे मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुरि देवा ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चै नमः धूपदीप नैवेद्यः आरती धूपदीप नैवेद्यः आरती मोहन भोगल गाया मोहन भोगल गाया मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुनि देवा हाथ जुर तेरे द्वारे परे मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुनि देवा धन्यो भगत मया तेरे गुण गावे ओ धन्यो भगत मया तेरे गुण गावे मन वांछित फल पाया मन वांछित फल पाया मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुनि देवा हाथ जुर तेरे द्वारे परे मंगल की सेवा सुनो मुनि देवा बोले जगदम्बा माता की जगदम्बा माता की This evening, my dear friends, devotees and bhaktas, once we worship Durga Devi, it is said, according to our scriptures, that whenever we worship the divine mother of the universe, Bhagwan Shankar is always worshipped together with her. This evening, with love, with devotion, we glorify the divine Lord. He is the destroyer of lust, greed, anger, and hatred. He is the divine Lord who bestows the blessing of peace, love, happiness, and togetherness. Salutations on three. बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बाबा की नाम पर गंगा की धार पर गंगा की धार बाबा की नाम पर गंगा की धार सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ सबके रतवा बाबा दुआ बम बोले हरे मोर मन कामना पूरा करे बम बोले हरे पूरा कर ओ जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी अरे देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी जगदम जगदम जगदम्बा देवी देखो तुम्हारा शिव जोगी ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय हरि ओम नमः शिवाय बोले जगदम्बा माता की उमापति महादेव की अपने अपने आसन नीचे you may have respectful seats. Once more again, Shubh Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Asandhya. As we are about to join in a beautiful katha this evening, we begin our katha with offering salutations to the lotus-like feet of Bhagwan. But before doing so, let me take the opportunity to bow to the lotus-like feet of Adi Shakti Jagadamba Mata, the beautiful image of that Devi that resides here, whom we all are worshipping for these 9 nights, praying and receiving the blessings of that Divine Mother. Let me say special swagatam to Pandit Mother, and of course performing our puja, to our Srota, Suraj, to Pandit Darren joining with us this evening, and to all those joining with us via Media Concepts 29, Facebook and YouTube channel. Swagatam and welcome to this evening's Sandhya. My dear friends, devotees, let us all sit upright. As we draw our palms together, as we close the physical eyes, we surrender to Bhagwan. Om Hari Om Hari Om Hari Om. He Ram, He Ram, He Ram. Devi Ma, Durga Ma, Kali Ma, हमें दया करो. श्री गणेशाय नमः. ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमो नमः. ओम श्री गुरु चरण कमलेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री गोविंदाय नमो नमः. Salutations to Lord Ganesh, the remover of all obstacles, the one who bestows the blessing of success. We ask of Lord Ganesha to grant our devotion success and to remove all obstacles that may be within our path as we surrender again and again to His lotus-like feet. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirviganam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvara Gajananam Bhutaganari Sevitam Kapita Jambu Palasara Vakshitam Umasutam Shoka Vinashakarakam Namami Viganeshwara Parapankajam. Salutations to Lord Shiva. Hara Hara Jai Shankara. Om Iqbal. Hara Hara Jai Shankara. Om Hara Hara. Nagindrahara Yatrilochanaya Basmangaraya Yamaheshwaraya Netaya Shudaya Digambaraya Tasmai Nakaraya Namah Shivaya. Bolo Hara Hara Jai Shankara. Om Hara Hara. Salutations to Devi Durga. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Shive Sarvat Sarike Saranye Trayambike Gauri Narayini. Sarva Mangala Mangalye Sharanye Trayambike Gauri. Victory to the Divine Mother. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Jai Jai जय जय अम्बे भवानी, जय जय अम्बे भवानी, जय जय अम्बे भवानी. Tonight, if you all really want to hear this katha, let us raise the volume a little bit, right? Last night somebody called me and they told me that from abroad, and they said, Baba, we wasn't hearing too good. So I asked them, what's the problem with the live stream? They said, no, the people, we wasn't hearing good. Jai Bhagwan. So tonight, let us ensure that they are hearing us, right? Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani, Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma, 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 Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma. Om Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Durga Rupena Samsita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Jai Jai Ambe Bhavani Ma, 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 Jai Jai Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Kali Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe 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 Bhavani Ma. Om Aim Hrim Hrim Chamundaya Vikshaya Namaha. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Jai Jai Kali Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Lakshmi Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Kali Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Lakshmi Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Durga Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Tulsi Bhavani Ma, Jai Jai Ambe 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 Bhavani Ma. Salutations to Hanumanji with love and devotion. It is said whenever and wherever the Devi is worshipped, Hanumanji is always present together with Kalabaidu. This evening with love and devotion, we surrender to Lord Hanumanji. For he is the 11th Puja of Lord Shiva. Today is Archdin Mangalvar hai. Today is a day specially dedicated to Lord Hanumanji. With love and devotion, let us surrender to Hanumanji. Om Lal Deh Lali Lase Adudhari Radha Langur Bhadra Deh Lal Vadalang Jai 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 Kapisu Shri Guru Charanas Rojarja Nija Manamukura Sudhar Varano Raghubara Vimalayasha Jodhayak Bunahina Tanujanike Sumire Pavana Kumar Balpuri Vidya Devumuhi Hara Kalesha Vikar Bule Pavan Putra Hanuman ki बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीश तिहु लोक उजागर राम दूत तुलत बलरामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगे जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई कंचन बरन विराज सुवेशा कानर कुंदर कुंचित केशा हाथ भद्र ध्वज विराजे कांधे मूछ जने को साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की ओम नमो हनुमते नमः विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप ऋषि दिखावा विकट रूप रंग चरावा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई भीम रूप सुन संगावे रामचंद्र के काज सवाए लाय सजीवन लखन जी आए श्री रघुवीर हर शिवर लाए रघुपति कीनी बहुत बराए तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाए जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा कर पवन पुत्र हनुमान की सहस वदन तुम्हारो यस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे संकारिक ब्रह्मानि मुनीषा नारद शारद सहित अनीशा यम कुबेर गोपाल चहाते कवि कोविद कई सके कहाते जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई तुम प्रकार सुग्रीवन कीना राम मिलाय राज पर दीना तुम्हारे मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर पे सब जग जाना युग सहस्र योजन पर भानु लियो ताहि मधुर पर जानु जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई ओम नमो हनुमते नमः प्रभु मुद्रिका मिली मुखमाही जलरी रंग गए अचन चनाई दुर्गम काज जगत के चेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हारे देते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे हो तन आज्ञा बिनु पैसाए जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई सब सुकल है तुम्हारी शरणा तुम रक्षक का हो को डरना आपन तेज समारो आपे तीनहु लोक हाकते कापे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान, जय 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 महावीरा, जय जय हनुमान। हनुमान चालीसा says, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे, महावीर जब नाम सुनावे। The one who chants the name of Hanumanji with love and devotion, all evil or negativity is removed. नासै रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा. The one who chants the name of Hanumanji with love and devotion, all sickness and diseases are removed. So great, my dear friends, is the name of Hanumanji. So blessed are we all to join this evening to sing the praises of Hanumanji together with love, with devotion. Pavan Putra Hanuman ki Jai 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 Mahavira, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai 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 Mahavira, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Hanuman, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai Jai Hanuman. Bolo Jai Jai, Bolo Jai 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 Mahavira, Jai Jai Hanuman, Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. नास है रोग हरे सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा. संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे. सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे, सोई अमित जीवन बल पावे. चारों युग परताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा. साधु संत के तुम रखवाले, असुर निकंदन राम दुआरे. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो पवन पुत्र हनुमान की. अष्ट सिद्धि नवनिधि के दाता, असवर दीन जानकी माता. राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सरल हो रघुपति के दासा. तुम्हारे बचन राम को पावे, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. अंतकाल रघुपति पुर जारे, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई. और देवता चित ना डरहि, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करहि. संकट हरे अमिते सब पीरा, जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. या सत बार पाद कर कोई, छूट ही मंत्री महास्त्र होई. जो यहाँ पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साकी गौरी सा. तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, जय नाथ हृदय महादेरा. जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. He is the power man, he is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare, Jai Hanuman. He is the power man, he is known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare, Jai Hanuman. He fly over the mountain, he fly over the sea. He fly over the mountain, he fly over the sea. He's known to everyone as Bajrangi. He is the power man, he's known to everyone. Shri Ram Bhakta Pyare, Jai Hanuman. Jai 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 Hanuman Gosai, कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई. पवन तनय संकट हरणम, मंगल मूर्ति रूप. राम लखन सीता सहिता, हृदय बसौ सुरभूप. हृदय बसौ सुरभूप. हृदय बस. बोले पवन पुत्र हनुमान की. Satya Sanatan Dharma ki. This evening, my dear friends, offering salutations to respected Devis and Devatas. It is the second evening of the Navratri Vrata, and today we worship the goddess Durga in the form of Brahmacharini Mata. Yesterday we would have worshipped her in the form of Shaila Putri. Today we worship her in the form of Brahmacharini Mata. Throughout the Navratri Vrata, the 9 nights are dedicated to the 9 forms of Durga. Each night we will worship the different forms of Devi Maya. Tonight we worship her in the form of Brahmacharini Ma. Who is Brahmacharini Ma? The 88,000 rishis and munis gathered together in many Sharanya. They are asking of the great and learned sage Vege Maharaj to narrate to them about this Brahmacharini Mata. Vege, he tells to the rishis and munis that once they lived in Asura by the name of Tarkasur. And Tarkasur is creating havoc in the loka of the Devatas, the Pitris, and even a Mrityu loka. But Tarkasur had a boon that only the son of Shiva could destroy him. But the Devi had already came in the form of Sati. For those who are familiar with Ramayana, she came in the form of Sati and entered into the Yagna Kund of Daksh Prajapati, destroying that roop or that form. It was split in 64 pieces, and today there are 64 peats in India. Where the tongue of Devi Sati fell, till this day it is called Jwalamukhi. Agni Devata resides in your mouth. Until this day it is called Jwalamukhi, and fire is seen emanating from the ground. You could Google it and you could see it for yourself. Scientists has tried numerous times to figure out how this fire is lighted, what is fueling it. But it's fueled by the energy of the Devi. So Tarkasud, knowing that Sati Devi is destroyed, he is saying to himself that Bhagwan Shankar cannot bring forth a son into the world, so no one will be able to destroy me. But Devi Parvati has already taken her root. That Shakti of the universe has already taken manifestation in the home of Hemavant and Maina Devi. She is called Parvati Ma, the daughter of the hills. And whilst Parvati is growing in age, Parvati is a great devotee of Lord Shiva. Each and every one of us will have different devatas or devis that we are attracted to or connected to for many different reasons. She's attracted to Lord Shiva. She will worship Lord Shiva day and night. She will live her life around devotion to Lord Shiva. Parvati has reached to that age where she should become married. And Hemavant is bringing prince from near and far to see Parvati. For those who are the elders here would remember these days. When that time came for you to get married, the parents would begin to source somebody. Either you have a good partner, have a daughter or a son, or they look for Agwani. Everybody knows Agwani? Today don't have Agwani again. He's bringing prince from near and far. But fast as they come, from great backgrounds, Parvati Devi, she refused to marry them. Hemavant respects her decision. But he's becoming worried. And what takes place? The Katha tells to us. Jaya Bole Baba Taba Sharanam. Jaya Bole Baba Taba Sharanam. जय बोले बाबा तब शरणम, जय सांब सदा शिव तब शरणम। जप लागे धया पल बहो, शंकर जामय सारना, सुनहा देग अवानी, मैना दे तुम हरि। जय बोले बाबा तब शरणम, जय बोले बाबा तब शरणम। Parvati Devi, as the princes come, she refused to get married to them. But as she refused to get married to them, Maina Devi, one day she went into the room of Parvati. And she says, "Oh Parvati, please tell me, is there someone that you're already attracted to? Is there someone that you have already given your heart to?" And she begins to smile. For the ones who are parents, by your children's actions, you could tell a lot of things, isn't that so? She begins to smile. And as she smiles, Maina Devi, she says, "Oh Parvati, please tell me, who is this person?" And Parvati Mata, she looks at the image of Lord Shiva that she has in her room. And as she looks at the image of Lord Shiva, Maina Devi is confused. But how? Shiva is in Samadhi, he is in deep meditation in the Himalayas, in Kailash Parvat. Then how? And she begins to smile. Himavant is hearing everything, and he enters into the room. And what takes place? We listen. Jaya Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Jai Bole Baba Tab Sharanam, Jai Samb Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam, Jai Samb Sada Shiva Tab Sharanam, Jai Samb Sada Shiva. Umapati Mahadeva ki. Devi Parvati, she looks at the image of Lord Shiva. Himavant hearing everything. He wants to ensure that he gives his daughter everything that she wants. Which parent do not want to give their children everything that they want? We try our best. We try our best to give to them everything that they want. He enters into the room and he says, "Oh Parvati, there's only one way you could win the heart of Lord Shiva." And she begins to smile even more. She doesn't mind whatever she has to do, because she is in love. She doesn't mind. And Himavanti says, there's only one way to win the heart of Lord Shiva, and it is through devotion. By performing devotion is the only way to win the heart of Lord Shiva. Devotion is the only thing that pleases Bhagwan Shankar. Himavanti takes Parvati Devi and they enter to Kailash. And upon reaching to Kailash, they sit before Lord Shiva. And as Shankar Bhagwan gently opens his eyes, he bows to the Raja. And the Raja says, "Oh Shankar, my daughter has a desire, and it is to serve you." Bhagwan Shankar is happy to have someone to gather his puja items and to take care of her, his puja. He agrees to allow Parvati to assist him in gathering the sticks, the leaves, etc. And so, she begins to serve Lord Shiva. But time is passing by. And as time is passing by, Bhagwan Shankar doesn't even gaze on the beauty of Parvati, because he is in his meditation. He doesn't recognize the beauty of Parvati Devi. My dear friends, the Devatas are becoming worried. Why? Tarakasura is creating havoc and problems. And the only way for Lord Shiva to bring forth a child into the world is if he become wedded to Parvati Mata. But Bhagwan Shankar isn't even paying attention to Parvati. So the Devatas call upon Kamadev. Everybody know who is Kamadev? Not Cupid, eh? But he plays a role very similar. Kamadev is the Lord of love, desire. And the Devatas are asking of Kamadev to journey to Kailash and to release the fiery arrow of love to Lord Shiva. But Kamadev doesn't go to Kailash just then. He goes to his wife Rati Devi and he tells to her that the Devatas has ordered and asked me to go to Kailash and release the arrow of love to Lord Shiva. And she says, "O Kam, I don't think it is a good idea. I don't think you should go. You should not interfere with Lord Shiva's devotion. When someone is praying, my dear friends, we must never disturb puja. When someone is in meditation, we must never disturb that meditation. When someone is offering their puja, we must respect puja. This is why long ago our elders would always tell us, when puja is going on, put your hands on your lips. Isn't that so? Because the only person you should be hearing is the Baba. And not really the Baba, but the mantras that are being recited. We must have full respect for puja, because it could bring our own destruction. And sometimes when destruction comes, we ask, but how, why, and when? But it's our own doing that brings destruction. Kamdev doesn't listen to Rati. He goes to Kailash and he takes the arrow of love and he's waiting. And as Parvati Devi comes there, and as Parvati Maya, she walks close to Lord Shiva. And she goes very close to Lord Shiva. Kamdev, he releases the arrow of love. And as he releases the arrow of love, my dear friends, it hits Lord Shiva. And upon hitting Lord Shiva, Bhagwan Shankar very beautifully, he opens his eyes. And as he opens his eyes, my dear friends and devotees, he realizes and he recognizes the beauty of Parvati Devi. But as he sees the beauty of Parvati Devi, immediately falls in love with her. But remember, Lord Shiva is the destroyer of lust. Immediately he snaps out of it. And as he snaps out of it, he says, this must be the work of Kamdev. Bhagwan Shankar, he stands up. And as Bhagwan Shankar stands up, the jata falls to the ground. And as that jata falls to the ground, Bhagwan Shankar, he begins to dance the dance of destruction. Shiva bam 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 bhola bajawe damadu. Shiva bam 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 bhola bajawe damadu. Bajawe damadu, bajawe damadu, bajawe damadu, bajawe damadu, bajawe damadu, bajawe damadu. Shiva bam 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 bhola bajawe damadu. He looks and he sees Cacandee. And as he sees Cacandee standing there, he's angry. Why? Because Cacandee has interrupted his devotion. Fire begins to emanate from the third eye of Lord Shiva. And as the fire emanates from the third eye of Bhagwan Shankar, it burns Cacandee to ashes. Burning Cacandee to ashes, he turns to Parvati Maya and he says, "Oh Parvati, if this is the intention that you have come here with, if this is the intention that you have come to serve me with, please leave Kailash and go." Parvati begins to cry. And while she's crying, she leaves Kailash. In today's world, many of us come before Bhagwan to pray. But as we come before Bhagwan to pray, sometimes there's a motive behind the prayer. Isn't that so? We are here to pray sometimes, but what are we praying for? We must be very careful what we are praying for. Be honest to God. Tell Bhagwan exactly what you are praying for. Do not hide anything from Bhagwan. Because when you hide things from Bhagwan is when it brings your destruction, my dear friends. In today's world, we must be very careful. We must be very careful that when we go before God, go with an honest heart. Be truthful in your prayer. Be honest and surrender to the feet of Lord Shiva. As she surrenders, Parvati Mata begins to cry. She leaves Kailash Parvat and as tears are spraying from her eyes. What takes place with her son? कोई चरावे पान फूल, कोई चरावे माला, कोई चरावे पान फूल, कोई चरावे माला, कोई मगर मांगे निर्धन को माला। शिवा बम बम बम, बाबा बम बम बम, भोला बचावे डमरू। शिवा बम बम बम, भोला बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू, बचावे डमरू। शिवा बम बम बम, भोला बचावे डमरू। शिवा बम बम बम, भोला बचावे डमरू। शिवा बम बम बम, भोला। उमापति महादेव की। भगवान शंकर, he goes back and sits in samadhi. But while he sits there, Parvati leaves. And as she goes into the very forest, she remembers the words of her father. If you want to win the heart of Lord Shiva, chant Om Namah Shivaya. If you want to gain the attention of Lord Shiva, it could only be attained through devotion. Devotion, my dear friends, could be seen in many different ways. There's a ritualistic devotion, where we will perform our devotion of Havan, Puja, Jap, meditation, etc. But then not every day we might be able to do that because of our lifestyles. Then how are we going to perform devotion to God? Service to humanity is service to God. So every day of your life, grasp the opportunity that you get to serve God. Grasp the opportunity that you get to help somebody. Whenever you could come in mandir and you could help sweep, mop, or do any little thing, grasp that opportunity. You know, in the mandir by me, when puja finish, I have nothing to say. Everybody know exactly what to do. You see, food is out. Baba don't have to study if it have food for him to eat. The food is already placed there. The altar is already clean. The bedi is already clean. The temple begins to mop. And in 15 minutes, everything is done. It's called cooperation. And it's when we understand that that is the greatest part of the devotion. Not only sitting here and performing the puja, but a great part of devotion to God is seva. When we get the opportunity to serve God, to manjari bhartan, to help somebody who is in need, grasp that opportunity. That itself is devotion. But do it from your heart. Do it from your heart. Parvati Devi beautifully bedecks herself in white clothing. And she sits there. And as she sits there, my dear friends, Parvati Devi wears the Rudramala. As she wears the Rudramala, Devi Parvati Devi Parvati, she sits there in Samadhi. She holds the kamandal with water. She places it next to her. And she begins to chant Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya with love and devotion. She is about to gain the darshan of God, Bhagwan Shankar. But why is Devi Parvati praying? She's reminding us what is necessary for puja. She wears a simple white clothing. She dresses simple. She wears a Rudramala. She has nothing before her but simply love in her heart. That is the only ingredient we need when we want to gain the attention of God. Sometimes we could do all the things that we want to do, but when we don't do with the right intention, it could only bring your destruction. She sits there and she prays. And why is Parvati Devi is praying? Remember, Parvati Mata is who? Mahadevi. She's Durga Bhavani. She's Jagat Janani Mata. But she's on her way. She doesn't know that she is the universal mother. She doesn't know how powerful she is. Just like each and every one of us. We sit here this evening, but we all are powerful in our own ways. We all are great beings in the eyes of Bhagwan. Isn't that so? Many times we belittle ourselves. Many times we belittle ourselves. But my dear friends, the Katha is teaching us that we are great beings. There are great abilities that reside within each and every one of us. Different abilities. Grasp every opportunity that you get to awaken that ability. One might be a great seamstress. One might be a great teacher. One might be a great judge. One might be the best CPAP worker I have. Everyone has a duty. Everyone is sent here with a duty and a purpose, and is not the same. We all have great abilities, and do not look down on anyone because of their duty that they perform. Many times when we see the garbage man, we don't want to touch them. Isn't that so? But if the garbage truck had passed one day, quarreling, where the garbage man day? Isn't that so? They play a great role in our lives. Everyone play a great role. Everyone has a purpose. It's different. Respect each other. She has a great ability. She is Mahadevi. And while she sits there in Samadhi, that Shakti, that energy begins to grow from her spine. There's that energy within everyone. It begins at the very beginning end of the spine, the very base chakra. And as your devotion begins, you begin to make the many sacrifices, jap, havan, puja. The Kundalini begins to awaken. Kundalini Nag. The Kundalini is a Nag. This is why sometimes when we go to puja, we might see people dancing and various ways they may be expressing their love. It is when the energies are weakened. And so, the Devi energy is being awakened and the earth begins to shake. Because that is the pure energy. And as the earth begins to shake, the Devatas begin to worry. Why are they worrying? Because the earth cannot bear the weight of that energy, that Shakti of the universe. For that pure Shakti could bring the destruction of this universe. So powerful is that Divine Mother. So powerful is Durga Devi. She could destroy this universe with her Shakti, with that energy. The Devatas, they go to Lord Shiva. Why do they go to Lord Shiva? The Katha tells us this evening. Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Devi Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Sri Durga Sharanam Mama, Devi Sri Durga Sharanam. प्रेम और भक्ति यश भावे दुख दर्द नहीं आवे जया तुम्हारी जो नर नारी जन्म मरण सचित आवे श्री दुर्गा शरणम मम Devatas, they go to Kailash Parvat and upon meeting with Lord Shiva, they say, "O Bhagwan Shankar, there's only one person who could stop Parvati from that intense devotion, and that is you, O Lord Shiva." Bhagwan Shankar decides that he's going to pay Parvati a visit. Bhagwan Shankar leaves Kailash. He journeys to the forest, and as he's journeying to the forest, he sees a beautiful aura. And as he sees the aura from a distance, he recognizes that that is Parvati Devi. When we are praying and when we do good things, dharmic things, when we live a dharmic life, our aura begins to shine. Our aura begins to glow. And immediately people are attracted to us. And sometimes we get in trouble for that. People see us and immediately, Jai Bhagwan. Maybe the wrong impression. But your aura is beautiful. Sometimes we see people, and because their aura is good, we feel as though we have known that person for many years. And sometimes when the aura is not so good, and we see that person, you know what we say in local language? My blood I take that person. Jai Bhagwan. My dear friends, when the aura is beautiful, immediately you are attracted. Bhagwan Shankar sees that aura, and what he does? He goes there. As he journeys there, what takes place with the sun? Dishadyan dheyo Shankara kaho kala nahi sumero Shakti rupa ko maranam payo Shakti tabhamana Sri Durga Sharanam Mama Sri Durga Sharanam Mama Sri Durga Sharanam Mama Devi Sri Durga Sharanam Mama Devi Sri Durga Sharanam Mama Devi Sri Durga Sharanam Buri Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. Bhagwan Shankar, as he sees Parvati Devi there, he takes the form of an old sadhu. And as he stands there, Parvati Devi is praying. But if you are praying and someone is staring at you, you could feel that energy. Isn't that so? Sometimes you stand up with the Lota Adhar And you feel as though somebody's looking at you. And when you peep, you see the neighbor. The neighbor making sure that you're well praying. Sometimes you're praying and you peep and there's nobody. Bhagwan is looking at you. You could feel that energy. She feels the energy and she opens her eyes. And as she looks, she sees this old man. She bows to the feet of the old man and she pays her respect. Sanatan Dharma teaches us we must respect each other. When we see our elders, we must have respect for them. And our elders, when you see the children, you must have respect for them too. Many times, elders love to get respected, you know. But how much respect you just give? We must give respect in order to get respect. My dear friends, she bows to the feet of this old man. And he says, my child, why are you performing such intense devotion at such tender age? And she says, I'm praying to my Shiva. And he begins to laugh. Who is this Shiva? Are you talking about the one who sits on Kailash? And she says, yes. Are you talking about the one with the matted hair? She says, of course. You're talking about the one who has the nag around his neck? And she says, yes. He says, are you aware that that Lord places Bhashma, Vibhuti from the cremation ground on his skin? She says, of course. And he says, what type of person prays to such a person? And she doesn't wait 1 minute again. She says, please, leave and go. It is not just a sin to speak in such a manner, but it's a greater sin to listen to someone speak in such a manner. In today's world, what we just do? We say, Baba, I didn't say nothing, you know. I just listened to everything. I didn't say one thing. But our Dharma is teaching you that you taught in Samadhi Karma too. She says it's not just a sin to speak in such a manner, but it's a greater sin to listen to someone speak in such a manner. My dear friends, whenever we hear someone is speaking others, Jai Durgama, leave and go. Do not ill speak others. Talk the facts, but do not ill speak others. If you have facts, no problem. My dear friends, this old man, he stands there. And Devi Parvati turns around and she goes back in devotion. And as she goes back into her devotion, she still feels as though someone is looking at her. And when she looks again, she sees the old man. And she says, I thought I told you to leave. She turns around again and she closes her eyes. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. She's praying. And while she's praying, she turns around. She sees the old man. And as she turns around again, and she opens her eyes, she said, I thought I told you to leave. Who does she see? Samay kaikata Rajav bole Chal chal navakar Maruras bole Om Namah Om Namah Shivaya. She doesn't see the old man. She sees Bhagwan Shankar. And as she sees Bhagwan Shankar standing there, she falls to his feet. Maaf karo Prabhu, please forgive me. If I was blinded by the ego, I was blinded by the Mahamaya, the form that you took. Oh Lord, please forgive me. Bhagwan Shankar holds Parvati. And as she stands up, she is seen with the white sari, with the Rudra Mala, with the Kamandalu, holding the Mala, performing the japa, and a beautiful aura of Shakti shining around her. All of the Devatas gathered around. And seeing this Devi, Bhagwan Shankar clasped his hands. Bhagwan Shankar clasped his hands. Why? Equivalent to the energy of Lord Shiva is Mahashakti. Bhagwan Shankar, because of that energy, he clasped his hand and bowed his head. O Ma, hame daya karo. Hame raksha karo, Ma. Bhagwan Shankar is bowing before the Devi. Then who am I or you to not bow to the feet of the Devi? Many times when we are given the opportunity to bow to Bhagwan, but I see nowadays a new bow. Bhagwan is blessed with our back. Bend your back. Baba, my back this pain. You know if you bend your back, Bhagwan may bless your back pain go. Receive the blessing of the Devi. Bhagwan Shankar clasps hands. He sees the Devi. The Devata's guarded there. And as he looks at the Devi, he says, O Ma, Swagatam. Swagatam, O Devi. He sings, Om Chamundhaye Vikchaye Namaha. Jaya Jaya Devi, Jaya Jaya Ma. O Bharambar Namaskar. Jaya Jaya Devi, Jaya Jaya Ma. O Bharambar Namaskar. He says, Swagatam, O Maya. Welcome, O Devi. And he tells to the Devatas that the Devi Parvati has taken a roop here, a form of Brahmacharini Mata, which is known as the second form of Durga Devi. She has taken the form that it performs severe penance, tapasya. Brahmacharini. Brahm means penance. And Charini means the one who performs that penance, but with love. How many of us love to perform penance to God? How many of us, when Baba say, "Bait, stay in the mandir and do 9 wrongs a job," say, "Baba, you know, it's getting kind of late, I could do 3 today." Brahmacharini, the one who loves to perform penance, the one who performs penance for the welfare of the universe. She's Brahmacharini Mata. She holds the Kamandalu, the Rudra Mala. She's dressed in white clothing, representing purity. And so, the Devatas begin to worship that Devi. They begin to praise her. Jaya Jaya Brahmacharini, Jaya Jaya Ma. O Bharambar Namaskar. O Bharambar Namaskar. O Bharambar Namaskar. Jaya Jaya Devi, Jaya Jaya Ma. O Bharambar Namaskar. O Bharambar Namaskar. O Bharambar. Bole Brahmacharini Mata ki. This evening, the Devi has taken the roop of Brahmacharini Mata. She wears that beautiful white clothing. When we worship Brahmacharini Mata, upon the Bedi, a kumbha, a calcized place. Dan is sprinkled, water is filled into the kalsa, and various ingredients, puja items, supari, sindur, saffron, coins, etc. The mango leaves are placed on the nariyal pearl, the coconut. And as you progress your devotion throughout the Navratri, the dan begins to grow. And as the dan begins to grow, it shows prosperity from your devotion. Brahmchadni Mata. When worshipped, she provides strength, courage upon her devotees. She brings calmness to the mind and self-confidence. To sit in samadhi and devotion, our minds must be stable and calm. Man ki aake tod, the mind cannot be chanchal. Sometimes we sit through puja here, but we study what's going on in Rio Claro. Man ki aake tod, such is the mind, very chanchal. But when we pray to Brahmchadni Ma, she blesses us with calmness of the mind. She blesses us with purity, strength, and longevity. So tonight, as we worship Durga Devi, these are the blessings that we are going to gain tonight. When you perform the arti with the coconut tonight, and you surrender to the feet of Durga Ma, that is the blessings that you are going to gain tonight. That is the blessing that we all are going to gain tonight. Bole Jagaramba Mata ki, Ad Shakti Bhavani Mata ki. Bhagwan Shankar, he now makes preparations to fulfill this desire of Parvati Ma, to become wedded to her. And what takes place? That takes us to next year's Shiv Puran. Bole Srumapati Mahadeva ki jai, Satya Sanatan Dharma ki jai. My dear friends and devotees, we join in a beautiful bhajan at this point in time as we glorify the lotus-like feet of Bhagavati.
Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Narayani, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Thank you.
जयंती मंगला काली भद्रकाली कृपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा दात्री स्वः स्वधा नमोस्तुते अम्मा देवी मुनि मुनि दे अम्मा रे मुनि मुनि दे अम्मा ओ अम्बा मारी अम्बा रे अम्बा देवी अम्बा हनुमान बाबा जय जय हनुमान बाबा जय जय हनुमान बाबा जय जय हनुमान बाबा बजरंग बले जय 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 बजरंग बले बजरंग बले जय 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 बजरंग बली बजरंग बले जय 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 बजरंग बले जय 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 बजरंग बली मुनि 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 रे अम्मा रे मुनि मुनि रे अम्मा ओ अम्बा मारी अम्बा रे अम्बा देवी अम्बा ओ अम्बा मारी अम्बा रे अम्बा देवी अम्बा ओ अम्बा मारी अम्बा रे अम्बा देवी अम्बा
Buddhi Jagadamba Mata Ki Jai. My dear friends, we are about to join in 100 offerings into the holy and sacred fire. This evening, as you all know, my throat isn't too well, so I would like to invite Pundit Dharan to lead us in the chanting of Om Aim Hrim Krim Chamundai Vikchai Namaha.
Om Aim Krim Krim Chamundai Vikchai Namaha Swaha. ॐ ह्रीं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डेविचे नमः स्वाहा 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 ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विचे 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 नमः स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डैर्जे नमः स्वाहा ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डैर्जे नमः स्वाहा
ॐ ऐं ह्रीं क्लीं चामुण्डाय विच्चै नमः स्वाहा सर्वेभ्यो देवीभ्यो नमः स्वाहा सर्वेभ्यो ब्राह्मणेभ्यो नमः स्वाहा करावूचा दरसो स्थान for the final Purnamahuti. Om Purnamidha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuracchate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Sarvam Vai Purnagvam Shanti Swaha Achman Om Sarva Papanam Divyam Gangayam Nirmalam Jalam Achmanyam Mayaratam Grihanam Varami Arudhariradharangur Badradehalana Varalam Jai 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 Kapisur Manojavam Maruti Tulya Vegam Jitindriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayukya Mukyam Shrinamadutam Sirasanamami Bole Sri Pawan Putra Hanuman Ki Jai जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम श्री राम जय जय राम जय जय हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव पवन पुत्र हनुमान की Behold the second coconut as we pray to Kal Bhairav Baba. O Bhagavan, may you accept our offering. Om Hrim Badukaya Apadvaranaya Guru Guru Badukaya Hrim Om Namah Shivaya Chausad Yogini Bhavan Sevir Bahasar Se Bairu Hrikshin Durga Kavach Devtai Namo Namam Bule Kal Bhairav Baba ki Mero Bhairo Baba Kali Mata Lale Kahai re Mero Bhairo Baba Kali Mata Lale Kahai re Kali Mata Lale Kahai re Kali Mata Lale Kahai re Mero Bhairo Baba Kali Mata Lale Kahai re Behold the third coconut as we pray to the Devi, O Ma. Hame daya karo, hame raksha karo, O Ma. May you accept all of our offering. May you guide us, may you protect us, and may you lead us out of the darkness of this Mahamaya. Dum 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 Durga. Dum 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 Durga. Dum 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 Durga. Durga dum dum Durga Om Jaya Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhuta Praharini देवी काल रात्रि नमोस्तुते मरु कह तव रव देवी वरदात्री वरदे नमः रूपं देहि जयं देहि यशोदहि द्वशोदहि न धात्रो न माता न बुद्धि न दाता न पुत्रो न पुत्री न वित्रो न भ्राता न चया न विद्या न मृक्तो न री गतिस्वं कृतिस्वं नवानि ओ बोले जगदम्बा माता की बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ At this time, as our Shrotas will continue to perform Arti to the respected Devis and Devatas, we invite all those who wish to perform Arti and receive the blessings of Devi Ma. You can do so at this time very orderly. Bolo Kali Bhavani Ambe Ma, Bolo Durga Bhavani Ambe Ma, Durga Bhavani Ambe Ma, Bolo Durga Bhavani Ambe, Bolo Durga Bhavani Ambe Ma, Bolo Durga Bhavani Ambe Ma, Bolo Devi Bhavani Ambe Ma, Devi Bhavani Ambe Ma, Bolo Devi Bhavani Ambe Ma. पान सुपारी त्वचा नारियल पान सुपारी त्वचा नारियल ले तेरे बीत चढ़ाया ले तेरे बीत चढ़ाया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ चोर तेरे अंग विराजे सुवा चोर तेरे अंग विराजे केसरी तिलक लगाया केसरी तिलक लगाया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे ओ ब्रह्मा वीर परे तेरे द्वारे शंकर ध्यान लगाया शंकर ध्यान लगाया बोलो काली भवानी अम्बे माँ काली भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो काली भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो शक्ति भवानी अम्बे माँ काली भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोले जगदम्बा माता की दुर्गा माता की कलियुग द्वापर त्रेता मदे कलियुग द्वापर त्रेता मदे कलियुग राज सभाया कलियुग राज सभाया बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ नैवेद्यः आरती धूपदीप नैवेद्यः आरती मोहन भोगलगाय मोहन भोगलगाय बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ ओम जयंतिकारी मंगलकारी भद्रकाली पालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमोस्तुते ओम ऐं ह्रीं क्रीं चामुंडाय विजय नमः धन्यो भगत मैं तेरे गुण गावे धन्यो भगत मैं तेरे गुण गावे मनवांछित फल पाया मनवांछित फल पाया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे सुवाचोर तेरे अंग विराजे सुवाचोर तेरे अंग विराजे केसर तिलक लगाया केसर तिलक लगाया बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो 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 देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ ब्रह्मवीर परे तेरे द्वारे ओ ब्रह्मवीर परे तेरे द्वारे शंकर ध्यान लगाया शंकर ध्यान लगाया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ देवी भवानी हो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ कलियुग द्वापर त्रेता मदे कलियुग द्वापर त्रेता मदे कलियुग राज सभाया ओ कलियुग राज सभाया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ पान सुपारी त्वचा नारियल पान सुपारी त्वचा नारियल ले तेरे बीत चराया ले तेरे बीत चराया बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो देवी भवानी अम्बे माँ दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे माँ बोलो दुर्गा भवानी अम्बे ओम मंत्राहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तहीनं जडाननं यत्पूजितं मया देवा परिपूर्णं तरस्र मे कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियेण वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृतिं सुबोधं करोमि यज्ञः सकलं परस्मै नारायणाय समर्पयामि. Together. त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव जसखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव. हरि ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. बोले गणेश भगवान की, उमापति महादेव की, आज शक्ति दुर्गा माता की, काल भैरव बाबा की, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की, बोले सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय जय सीताराम. You may have respectful seats as devotees continue to do their arti and receive the blessings of the divine. Arti Parsad Panchami to come your way. Bochan is prepared for each and every one. Please do stay and of course partake. Join with us tomorrow evening for another beautiful katha and of course devotion to the feet of Durga Mata. My dear friends and devotees, those who would like to join with us on the 5th for Visarjan at Tairiko Bay and you do not have transport, the temple members have arranged transport and it is $50 per person to of course attend the Visarjan at Tairiko Bay. Bode Shri Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai.